let's see. Let me pick this up. Have you spin around. You can see my bougainvillea. Let's see. There we go. There's one of my bougainvilleas. It's almost through its little bloom cycle it's going through, and then it'll do another one as long as I keep it fed monthly. And then I have more potted plants here, my lemon tree. I got some marigolds there in the back. And don't mind my little pot of catnip that looks like it's dying. I just gave it some water. It needed some water probably a day or so ago, and I hadn't gotten down here because we've had really bad, nasty weather in New Mexico. Yesterday was really windy, 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. It was just dirt in the air, so I didn't even come down to water or anything, but I'm gonna do a nice thorough water of all my plants today. And here you can see all these little babies of the amaryllis that I took off the mama plants. 1 and 2, and then this one's really got some good roots. We'll put them in little pots. Propagated back in December. They're all doing good. They're sprouting little leaves and stuff and growing. And I got some succulents there and some jasmine. And then over here, let's see, I have my winter greens that I am feeding off of through the winter to give me like little salads and stuff. So I've been picking off of those. I got arugula, lettuce, borage, some radish. You just eat these little greens. I'm trying to see if I got the camera right so you can see. You eat these little greens when they're only like a couple inches tall. And get some peas there. And some mustard. And you just make these cute little, quick little salads with them, and it just gives you that nice summery taste that you kind of miss in the winter. I got some fennel and lettuce. And then down here I'm growing calendula because I have an aphid problem in here, and those are coming in good. I'm gonna have to transplant those out of that planter soon. I have those all the way around the carousel here. So that's what I've been kind of doing. And then also, I don't know if you all can see down there's a little, let me get my camera just right, a little lizard. He's sitting in the sun. I named him Leland. And he, when I was fixing my cold frame last December, actually it was on Christmas. I was fixing my cold frame on Christmas. And he was under one of the cinder blocks. And I thought I crushed him. I was like, oh no. So I brought him into the greenhouse to warm him up. And I put him on one of the ledges here. And he was gone. And I'm like, well, maybe he's gonna live. So I've seen him several times. He kind of hides in here. And right now the temperature is 82 degrees. You just heard my fan kick on. That kicks on when it gets about 80. It's keeping it at 82, so it must have been 83. But anyway, he loves it in here. And I've tried to see if he wants to go out, and he doesn't. In fact, today it's very cold outside. It's like, I think, low 40s today, which I know for some up north, you're like, yeah, whatever. But it's cold here, so he loves it in here. And so I just let him just stay. And he's a little baby lizard. And I'll post a video of him. I got a couple weeks ago when I found him, because sometimes I come out, I don't see him for weeks, and then all of a sudden he'll just appear. And so today he appeared and stuff, and I named him Leland, and he's just my little lizard buddy. As you know, I like feeding my lizards that are on my patio and stuff in my gardens during the summer. I like to give them worms that I find in my plants, the bud worms, or in my veggie garden, I would get those cabbage looper worms and, the green worms, and I would feed them to my lizards. And so they're very special to me, and they help in my gardens because they eat a lot of bugs. So they're definitely my little garden friends. Hi, Leland. What's going on, Leland? He's living in my greenhouse this winter.